Do you know? Not at all. Okay. Does anybody know here? All right. And that is because their net worth was not or is not what you remember them for. It's what they did that you remember them for. It's what they did. Everywhere is hot, Abi. Don't worry, don't worry. It's part of the cooking process. What they did is what you remember them for. So I'm going to take you again. Now, I know I don't need to ask, right? Do I need to ask? No, I don't need to ask. So we know one is not alive, one is still alive. One is, the wonderful thing about, now, the first thing that you think about the man on your right is, a lot of times people forget that this man is a PhD holder in mathematics. Now, when I was reading about his biography, his field, now the name of the field now has disappeared from my head. Huh? And when you remember something, you have seen it, but the name is happening to me now. His field of mathematics is very rare. Is it applied mathematics? Yes, it's applied mathematics. A lot of times, many of us forget that this man is a PhD holder in mathematics. He was a lecturer at a very young age. And now God decided to take him from where he was, the field he was, and brought him to a field where he had little or no experience in. And he has grown to be the man he is today. Now, if I'm to ask you to describe that man in one word, Nelson Mandela, in one word, what would you say? Thank you. Freedom. For those of you that know his story and those of you that don't, you can read it up. If you are to give Nelson Mandela a single name, what does he represent? We say freedom. Or a hero, yes, for his people. Let's forget the banter that's currently going on social media now. But this man is a hero. Now, I brought out these two people from different sphere of life. And I wanted you to see how what they did and not what they own is what you remember them for. Meaning that in your work of purpose, your God-given vision and the result for what you drive is what will motivate you to continue on your journey. And by the way, that's my beautiful wife. And that's myself. A time will come when you see the picture of these two people and you already tell what they came to this earth to do, even before they leave. Okay, now, come on. Side attraction, by the way, if for any young man here, if the Lord leads you to marry an Igbo woman, I need you to pray well so that you can hear from God a second time. Because it's not a journey for feeble men. It's only strong men that can do it. And if you're an Igbo lady here, praying ahead for your husband, that God strengthen him. Especially if you're from Anambra, from Imo. You see those two states? I don't know of Ebonyi, so I'll work with information. But you see those two states, Imo and Anambra, I salute you people. All right, so I'm going to go in depth to what I'm here to talk about. After my talk, I would just say a short word of prayer, because I understand that there are people here who have great destinies. By the way, I pastor a church at RCCG Envoys at Victoria Island, Lagos. So if you are looking for a Bible-believing church, why do I feel like I'm doing sales? No, it's not sales. If you are looking for a Bible-believing church and a family, please, you can join us at Envoys VI. And I said that because I want to pray for someone. While I was seated here, the Lord told me about one or two ladies here that I would like to speak to, but I would not want to get myself distracted, so I focus here and then do what God said I should do before I leave. Okay. Every man's purpose lies with the one who created him or her. So you will forgive me when I say him or he. Just accept that I'm talking about both the male and the female gender, or I can interchange it for balance. Every single person on earth has a purpose from God. Your value is not gotten from your valuables. Your value is not gotten from your what? Valuables. I'll need to say that again. Your value is not gotten from your what? From your valuables. In a search, I think last year or 2 years ago, something happened to the American financial market. Some people lost their resources, or let's even go back during the global recession. Something happened. Many people lost money, lost investment. When MMM was in town, some investors, let me use that word, put in some money. You know, some people are wise. They knew it was a Ponzi scheme, and they knew that it won't last for long. So what they did was, they got early, put in their money. When they got resources, they did what? But some people are, they think they are serial investors, but they are just onijekuja investors. So they put money inside. He came back. They got something. Say, this thing is working. No. They put again. He came back. Okay. This how Dangote is doing it. Oh. It's not more than this. They put money again. He came back. And then they decided, you know what? Let me go big. Big or not. And then they put big money inside. Both the principal, the profit, the owner, the platform, everything. It is gone. Now, we've read of stories of people because of money that they lost. Please, can you help me get this mic? We've seen people kill themselves because of money that they lost, because of investment that they've made. The reason why I'm spending time here is because if you are not careful, you may believe that the reason why you are looking for purpose is so that you can have a name or make a profit that people can say you are making it in life. Every story, or the story about a lot of great men, God bless you, a lot of great men and women started, there's this cliche we say, there's no test without a testimony, and there's no message without a mess. The reason why I'm spending time here is because I need to disconstruct every building or every high-rising belief that what you own or what you have is what makes you a person of value. God has a purpose for every one of us here. When Esther was talking about how she came about this initiative, I was smiling because everyone has a story to why they are doing what they are doing. The first thing you must understand is the purpose you are looking for is not what you want to do. There's somebody who has created you initially and sent you on this earth to do something. This means that the purpose you are looking for is not lost, is in somebody. And that somebody is the one who created you in his image and his what? And his likeness. Now, this person is the creator of everybody, may not be the father to everyone. This means that your purpose is first in God. Your purpose is, the purpose of a man must be the good of humanity. It's greater than you. I want you to look at me, and sincerely, I want you to answer this question. How many of you believe that one of the reasons why you're on earth is to make money and live a good life? Don't lie to yourself. Just raise your hand. It's to make money and live a good life. Okay, please drop your hand. I need to let you know that whatever purpose you have is not about you. In fact, any purpose you have that is about you is not a purpose from God. It's your own ambition. Your purpose is bigger than you, is larger than you, and it takes not only you for you to achieve it. Any purpose that you have conceived in your mind and you have come about to conclude, and it warrants only you achieving it, it is not a purpose from God. It is just a goal that you want to meet. Every purpose that we have is greater than us. Now look at every great invention that has been made. Some of them started with a deficiency that, Henry Ford said something. During his time, people were riding horses. And then he decided to invent a car. He said something that is very important. He said, if I had gone to ask people what they wanted, they would have asked for faster horses. He said, sometimes you have to think ahead of the people and look for what they don't know they need, but they actually need. Every creation, every establishment, every vision, every plan, every ambition that is in God is greater than you and is not for you alone. It means that if your purpose or your ambition is that you live a good life, I'm sorry to say, that is not a God-given purpose. And this is because every God-given purpose transcends your time. It means that whatever you will do on earth, by the help of God, will pass your present time and even your generations to come. Another thing you must understand is that purpose is not popularity. Some of you would live a life that is purposeful without the whole world knowing about you. So let me ask a question. And I want you to answer me genuinely. How many of you think Adolf Hitler lived a purposeful life? You think he lived a purposeful life? You think he did? Who thinks he lived a purposeful life? Who thinks Adolf Hitler lives a purposeful life? Well, this is not a debate, but I would put it to you that he did not live a purposeful life. Because you must understand that every purpose that man lives comes from the one who created heaven and earth. And like I said earlier, every purpose you are living for is for the greater good of humanity, not yourself alone. Now, you now ask, but we all know him and he conquered places. Yes. Now, Masmoro said, when the purpose of a thing is not known, what will happen? Abuse is what? Many of us will live a life that is abusing our God-given purpose because we do not know originally that purpose comes from God, not your desire. It is, some of us see what other people are doing and we like it, we enjoy it. We've read about it, we've learned about it, okay, they did this, and we think, I can achieve this too. A lot of times, the way for you to check if your purpose is from God is to check the motive behind it. If your purpose is centered around you alone, I'm sorry to say it is not a purpose from God. You know why? Because history will have it that when you had the opportunity to do something good for mankind, you did something bad. History will have it. I also want, like I said earlier, purpose is not what? Popularity. Purpose is not what? Popularity. Living a life of impact will be known by the lives you have affected, not by the name that you have acquired for yourself. Now, name, popularity, and fame can come with the purpose that you are running with. Reason why I'm not going deep into how Esther has done a great work about it, so I'm not doing that. God is omnipotent. It means that He is all powerful. It means that if God created you and I, and He put His seed in us, and our purpose is from Him, it means that there's something that is in us that gives us the ability to accomplish the purpose that God has given us. So look at this. God is omnipotent. He's all powerful. And when He created you and I, He decided to put His own will in us for us to accomplish. And this is why we say every purpose that we have comes first from who? From God. Now, there's something that is in you that we all call potential. Now, that potential is the ability to do what the all-powerful God has put inside of you. So, for Yoruba people, when we say something like Oromonishe Fayati, is the one who sends someone on a message and does what? Accompanies the person. Now, it also means that if the omnipotent God created you and gave you an assignment, He has also put His potential in you to accomplish that which He has sent you to do. And this is why now, When we say when God speaks to a person, he's speaking to a nation. This means that if God says you are supposed to do something on earth, it means that the impact and the effect of what you are doing will not be only you. It will be more than you alone. My purpose today is to let you understand that while you are, for some of us, we're already working in purpose. Some of us, in quote, we are searching for our purpose. Like I've established, purpose is first found in God. It means that for you to understand what you are here to do, you must spend time with that person. So let's take a cue from pregnant with purpose. A lady cannot be pregnant except she's married if there has not been an intercourse that results from an intimacy from two people. And that pregnancy is a result of an action that was done somewhere. And now, the woman initially may not know the gender or the number until a scan is done, whatever. But while she's carrying it, one thing she knows is for sure is that there's something inside of her. Now, the way she carries herself and lives her life will be different from even her fellow ladies who are not what? Pregnant. It means that after intimacy and intercourse, there's a knowing that happens. And after the knowing, you may not see the belly come out. But even by the time you know that you are pregnant, there are some things you stop eating, there are some things you stop doing. Eat now. Some of you are looking at these panelists and looking at the speakers and saying, they are great people. Many of us have not even gotten to where we want to get to. This means that there's a consciousness that must happen to you when it comes to a work of purpose. And intimacy with God is the foundation. Purpose is known maybe in a day. The work of purpose is a lifetime. So the actual work is not knowing the purpose. The work is fulfilling that purpose. Purpose can be known in a day. It can be known in a moment. It can be known by reading a book and you have an understanding that this is what I'm called to do. It can be known by an encounter. As I'm talking now, I can say a single word and deep down within you, this is what I'm supposed to do. And you keep finding fulfillment in it. So knowing purpose is actually not the problem because somebody already told you what you are supposed to do. So you are just going back to ask him, what have you said I should do? Fulfilling that purpose is where the assignment is. And now because God is omnipotent, he has put something in you which we call potential. Now there's a seed of greatness that God has put in you. And that seed is what we call potential. That seed is what we call what? Potential. Because I've established that first the way you know purpose is to find time with God and interact with God. And now after you have known that, the next thing for you to know is that there's a seed inside of you to accomplish it. Now, the vision that you have was given to you alone. It was not on a television, so you start telling everybody about it. It was given to you alone. This means that you have the sole purpose of first understanding it, conceiving it, and believing it before you start running. Many of you will kill God-given purpose in your life if you run after pursuing your purpose without first believing in it. Look at your neighbor and say, you have a seed of greatness in you. Say you have a seed of greatness in you. Now, some of you are saying it and you actually don't even believe it. Some of you are saying it and you don't believe it. I'm doing public speaking now, so it's not a prophetic session, so I don't need to start picking. But I can already know that some of you are saying it, but you don't truly believe it. You must understand that you must first believe your own vision before you start running after it. Because we are in a world where people find it easy to kill the visions of others. You know why? Because they are not ready to put in the work to fulfill their purpose. So it is very easy. You see, one thing I can tell you for free is that there are vision killers everywhere. There are vision killers everywhere. So if you have a purpose from God, and you first do not find that time to believe in it and invest in it, you will kill it before materialization. So I said you have unused powers. It means that there's somebody here that may one day become a governor but does not believe. There's somebody here that may want, you know, sometimes I get tired of us saying some of these things and people not believing it. I've read the biography of a lot of people that have come to believe that is actually no limitation a man can have stronger than the one he puts for himself. Everyone that has done something great or exceptional did not look like it. In fact, a lot of them will tell you they did not see it the way it became. One story that amazes me is Mark Zuckerberg's story. I don't want to go into how some two friends came to him, but Facebook today did not look like what he created when he first started. Great men and women that you read about or you see as role models started something because they believe in what they are doing and they kept on going for it. You know, when someone is pregnant, this tendency of the person losing the baby. You know, miscarriage can happen, stillbirth can happen, anything can happen. And that's why the mother and the father is always protective in order to ensure that that baby inside does what? Comes out alive. It's the same thing with your purpose. You know, when some of you here now, your parents one day or the other have said, I'm proud of you. Panelists, speakers, I'm sure one day or the other, your father or your mother look at you and say, I'm proud of what you are doing. You know, the funny thing is, when they gave birth to us, many of them did not see vividly what we'll be doing today. The best they did was have a glimpse. The best they did was, this child will do something like. Some of us already have Project Mbappe in our head. That when I give birth to a son or a daughter, irrespective of the gender, I will put ball in his room, be playing, you know. How many of us have speakers? How many of you have Project Mbappe? You have. What we call Project Mbappe is you have a child that you want to play football. That's what I mean by Project Mbappe. Some of us already have it. We sat down and look in the future. Except God changed my plan. Lord, this is what I have for these children. This one must play ball. One must be in tech. One will be a creative or something. This is what and they will start feeding them with that kind of information. If you read about Olympics and how great countries bring stars, you know many of those United States athletes are still undergraduates. Do you know that? Do you know that many of United States athletes that won gold, silver are undergraduates? I have a family friend who left Nigeria and she's in abroad right from secondary school. She's on scholarship. She's running 400 and I think 800. From secondary school, she left here. They've been training her. Why? God will help our country. It's only Nigeria. Someone who is in sport will go represent his country, come back, you see carry over is plenty. God will have mercy on our country. You know, every one of us have in quote unused powers because potential is something that you can't see with your eyes. Miles Monroe is someone I love a lot. He kept saying, die empty. This man did not know that he himself will not live long. He believed his own words and visions so much so that he desired to live it, not knowing that what he was saying will become his own reality. You must first believe your vision before you start running after it. Because it will be easy for you to be killed. Potential is the you we are yet to see. My time is coming to a close. Okay. Potential is the you that we are yet to see. It means that if you are a student of Yaba Tech today, we do not know what you can become. In fact, because we do not know what you can become, you also don't know what you can become. You don't know the magnitude. Now, scripture says, unto him who is able to do exceedingly, abundantly, above all we can ask or think, according to the power that does what? Works in where? That is the potential. This means that every negative word that is spoken to you, you must be intentional to wave it off. Why? Because you do not know the magnitude of impact you can make in your life. There's a guy on TikTok. that became popular without saying a single word. He was staying in his house. He would look at video of people doing things in a difficult way. He would do it simply and just be like this. One, two. One, two. That guy has gotten invitation to movies. He has acted and cameos in movies and all of that. He did not know that one day it will take him to the ends of the earth. The musicians that we mentioned and we talked about, if I showed you somebody here, Daddy Jill, I went to his village, Ifewara, 2 years ago, and I told myself, because of what I saw, if somebody came out from this village over 50 or 60 years ago and had an ambition to be the youngest uh, chancellor in Nigeria, then that desire must have been something from a great encounter, because if you grow up in that place, I don't know. Everything around killed his dream, but he had that vision. I'm letting you know today, even as I am speaking, that you do not know the extent at which you can make impact on earth. Your focus is not to look at how much, to keep running with that purpose that God has given you, because He's able to do exceedingly. I will rush. Have you taken time to know yourself? Your name is not you. Your body is not you. And what you do is not you. The fact you are a content creator is not who you are. The fact that you are a banker is not who you are. The fact that you are a student is not who you are. What you think you are is who you are. The result you are getting is a result of who you are. It means that if I believe strongly that I have good oratory of words, and I can stand in front of people and talk to them and convince them to believe that there's an innate ability in them to do more than what they are doing now, I have that confidence to stand and speak. It's easy for me to come here and start. You can see it very, very well. This guy is shaking. How come? But it first comes from here. Scripture says that God has not given us the spirit of fear, courage, love, and a what? A sound mind. A sound mind. A sound mind comes from the ability for to know that within me dwells a power that I myself do not fully understand. But it is the springboard for me to achieve beyond my imagination. Watch your thoughts, they become your words. I think you should write this down. Watch your thoughts, they become your words. Watch your words, they become your action. Watch your actions, they become your habits. Watch your habits, they become your character. Watch your character, it becomes your destiny. Because God created what we see with words. And now God gave us wood, we made chairs with it. He gave us all the raw materials. Everything you see is man-made. It means that we also took the creative ability from God and we accomplished it here on earth. That means that our lives can also be shaped by our actions, our thoughts, and our words. It takes intentionality for you to shine your light in your sphere of influence. I can do it. I just haven't learned how yet. Speaking is important for you to be able to shine your light in your sphere of influence. It means if the work you are doing is not who you are, the course you are reading is not who you are, your job is not who you are, it means that there's tendency for those things to change. You can be a contractor today, and in 5 years' time, you are doing public speaking. Or you can start as a musician today, and 4 years' time, you are into product management. One thing is important for you to hold on to is that you must have a mindset that there's nothing I cannot do. I just can't do it yet. It means that for you to shine your light in your sphere of influence, you must learn and read so that you have information that will set you apart from every other person. One thing I've learned, see, I've read wide, and I've watched a lot of people in different generations. I have found out a lot of people say the same thing in different ways. A lot of people. I've read about public speaking. I've read about motivation speaking. I've read a lot. about marketing. I've read, and I've noticed that I've learned about communication, how to have good command of words, and how to engage your audience so that they believe what you are saying, even if what you are saying is rubbish. But there's a way you can comport yourself and say it, and they believe that this person is saying something, but it's rubbish you are saying. Everybody is saying the same thing, but in different ways. It means that knowledge is readily accessible. It takes a man who is dedicated and desires to know it. Time is not on my side. There's something good in everything. I'm rushing. Okay, my time is up, I know. I'm going to end now. There's something good in everything. You must have this perception, even in the school that you're in. I'm sure some students here are complaining of whatever it is, but I want you to know that there's something good in everything and every experience that you have. Nothing changes until your mind changes. And I'm going to end here. You have all it takes to become what God created you to be, with the right vision, discipline, and dedication to see it materialize. There's no purpose that God has given you that you cannot achieve. It takes you to see it and you to walk towards it. So I'm going to ask a simple question that I want you to take out time and realize. Are you existing or you are living? A man that is existing is a man that is just enjoying life. A man that is living is a man that has a purpose and is running towards it. You may not look like it. You may not sound like it. You may not even have the resources to become it. But one thing is important. If you receive the purpose from God, if you truly believe it, you must run with it. And one day, men and women, even in generations outside of your time, will say you live for purpose. Why? Because your focus was not what men will say, is that you leave impact. I just hope that in this short time I've been able to inspire you and let you know that all you are seeing in other people, the seed is also in you. It just takes you to water it. Thank you very much.
Wow, wow, wow. What an amazing session it has been. Thank you so much, Mr. Yomi, for such a session. I don't know what you took home, but I took home a lot. Are you existing or you are just living? That's something that you should ponder about. Okay, so very quickly, we are into another giveaway. So if you got something before, you can still get you.
Bye-bye.
It's a lie.
Okay.
It's my session. So if you've got something before, you can still get again. But this time, it's what we call the fastest fingers. Don't forget, for those of us that posted our pictures, tagging Nestle, Golden Morn, and RSI, there's still a giveaway for someone with the highest likes. So very quickly, I'll be calling Ife Oluwa again. Ife Oluwa for our section, our giveaway section. Now, this time is a little test. You know, he said something about, you ask you the color of the speaker's tie and all of that. So if you're not listening before, if you didn't pay attention, if you don't know my name, you are in for it. So Ife.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Please, just a moment. Please, after the session, we'll be having panelists. After this session, we'll be having the panelists. So you'll see and said, please get ready for your session.
We are back again. I'm sure some people don't own us sport already. Some people don't buy data. I must win this time. It's my time to shine. Hope you have enough data now. Eh? Are we sleeping? Are we not energized? Eh? Are we not energized? See, nobody did answer me again. Some people don't even they enter before I even post the link. Hey! Okay. So, we have 10 people that we're going to pick from here. Then we have another game that we're going to do. That I want to pick. So, for those that were not here before, just go to crowdparty.app, then input the code, join the game, then input the code. Crowdparty.app. So this time around, when we get to 70, we'll start. We'll not wait for anybody. So we are on 40, we need 30 more people. 30 more people. 25. So the code again is 39127. 39127. It's your time to win now. 31927. So we need just 10 people. 10 more people. 9, 8. Some people will still enter that minute and enter 72. You better enter now. 5. Maybe myself I should join. I should try my luck. Maybe say collect gift. I might not try my luck. I should not try my luck. 67, 68, 69, and 70. Who enter again? I don't talk. Another person will stay. Oh, nah lie. Who go enter? Who go start? Oh yeah. Now DJ. All right. Who is going to be our winner now? Tomisi. Clap now. It's not easy to be a winner. It's not easy to be a winner. Tomisi, please come. We'll be doing very fast because of our time. We have the next person. Nuruddin. Is that Nuruddin? You don't win before. Sit down. Sit down. This boy, this one boy use bath. They're supposed to collect that from you. Fauzia. Nuruddin, sit down. Oh. Eh? No, now. Let's have that opportunity. Let's have that opportunity for everybody to win. Lord Zeus. Who? Zeus who? You don't even want to stand up. He called himself Lord Zeus now, king now. DJ, what's happening now? Where's our music? No one celebrate our champion. So next, who is the next person? Shubomi. Oh yeah, run, Shubomi. Run. Shubomi, oh yeah, run. Oh. Root. Where is Root? Should I move to this person? Tolani. Tolani. Where's Tolani? Tolani. Tolani. Ah. Vinny. Vinny. Boys, what happened? The men in the house, what happened? The men in the house, what happened now? Lizzie B. Where is Lizzie B? Lizzie Bree. Timeyin. 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 So this is the last person. Debbie. Debbie. Where is Debbie? She's not around. Debbie is not around. 5, 4. Where's Debbie? Are you Debbie? Are you talk now? They are telling you she's not around. Yourself. So now we have 10. I told you I still have 5. Abi? I told you I want to give 15 people. Abi? I have 5. So now open another tab. Go to quiz.com. This one a question. I want to see how you observe. Oh yeah. Just go to quiz.com. Quiz.com. When you get to quiz.com, you see this code 490722. 490722. You put the code here. Now. Is as if a network day for this one well. Hey. Oh yeah, let's go. People will stand here to want to. Hey, see these people, they don't win though. They see one win again. No, don't worry. Maybe their name will come out to pick the next available person. So let's get to 70. They will move next. So I want them to log out. They've won already. So let them give others two opportunity to win. You understand? So are we out? Are we sure we are out? I go see your name. Okay, so let's start. You have, for each question, you have 20 seconds. So you now fast. Now fast. Just they pick your answer. Oh yeah, what's the theme of the program? The program for today, what's the theme? What's the... I go see who don't listen well. And I go see the person where they say, don't go collect conflict. Go dey mourn 2 times. So, we've seen the answer. Next question. So, who is leading? Clever Cow. Who be Clever Cow? See name, Clever Cow. Hey. Okay, what's the name of our male host? This is our brother in multicolor fine suit. What's his name? You see, a fine man. Waiting be in name. Godwin. Emefiele. Oh, Godwin, yo. They don't. Multi designer. What happened? Name of the female host. I know some people go see do for this one too. And I go see do female host. Who is the female host? This is my beautiful lady in multicolor too. It's as if they plan themselves. See, they just wear multicolor, they come here. Eh? Hey. Oh. Who do her again? Hey. Voila, wow. Hey. Who they top the list now? No, even see. Who is topping the list? Who is topping the list? Mr. Ayena. Ha. Oh. Go be. Funny thing, she can't enter now. Make she no enter. Oh. Make she no enter. I want to see how many people go get this one like this. Oh. Then the last question for this round. Let's see. Who they top now? People don't really get them. Girl. Girl. Final question, double points. So if you get that like this, up we go. Our sponsors for today. This one is multiple choice. You can pick 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, now 4 plenty here. You can pick 1, 2, 3. The sponsors for today. The more you get it, the more points you get. It's a double point, like I said. So you need to pick the correct one. Our sponsors for today. Hey, gang. Some people don't pick Jumia. Not be waiting you order for Jumia. Don't be Jumia food. Now let's see our winners. Third, slow IQ. Why slow IQ go get? What's happen? Second, we have Lovette. Then our winner is Sir Aina. So this is what we do to be very, very fast with it. The first to 10. I'm giving 5 additional people. The first to 10. Sir Aina. Oh yeah. Where are you? I want to see this. Now you, Mr. Aina. Hey, Lovette. Where are you? Lovette. Now they sit down together. Did I say you answer the man? Nabi. Hey. Slow IQ, I want to see the person. Hey. This one, more the designer. Oh yeah. Just run, they come. Haunted phone. Not be your phone you use that thing. Haunted phone, where you Haunted phone. I will give the next person. Number 11 go down the plane. Please, no come. Haunted phone. You won't see the name, the person will even respond. They don't haunt them. Clever cow. Our number 1 at first. Oluwanifemi. Where are you? Oluwanifemi. Where these people they answer question from? Oluwanifemi, are you the one? Frona today. Innena space. For example, now they copy each other. I know. Now sit down beside each other, come follow each other for the line again. Just put an Nabi. Then Skywalker. This bros just use escape enter. Skywalker. Hey. Haunted phone. Where you did? Haunted phone. Why you don't come out before? You don't come in silence. You see this girl? Hey. So that's that for now. So you have to do that. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. I said when you see my face, you know it's in a game. When you see my face in a game. Okay. So very fast, very quick one. I have Mr. Wale from Neso. Yeah. Mr. Wale. Is he still around? Well done, sir. So like I said, on behalf of Neso, we are presenting these gifts to you. Now, guys, sorry, sir, I said they plenty. Oh. You can just say me do I'm sharp. I go they give you. You understand? I think it should be. Okay. Please give a round of applause for Neso. I know they pronounce her well. I don't know. Now Neso, I mean a Nesto. I mean a Nesty. Nesty. I mean pronounce her well.
Nestle.
Nestle. All these years where I grew up now. Nesto. A big appreciation to Nestle. Can we give a round of applause, please? Clap now. I'm still coming one more time, so prepare yourself. And that will be the last batch for today. So clap. Continue clapping. It's not easy. Thank you very much, sir. Really appreciate that. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So that's that about now. Thank you very much. Till we meet again. Thank you all. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, everyone. Really appreciate it.
Okay. Thank you so much, Ife. Those of us that have not won anything, out of the kind heart of the CEO of Advance Creatives, he is looking to give out 2 scholarships for anyone who is interested in studying graphic design. So don't worry, there's a criteria for it. It's not free. He said it's free, but me, I said it's not free. Yeah, so there's a criteria for it. We'll be looking through our dashboard to see the first attendee of the event, who came in first, who came in on time. The event was for 10 a.m. So we'll look at our dashboard, who came in first. That person automatically has a scholarship. The second one will be determined at the end of this panel session. So if you're interested in having that scholarship, it's free. If you go online, you see that people pay to study graphic design. People pay a huge amount of money to study graphic design. So this is something that is coming to us free, courtesy of Artboard, one of our sponsors. So it's free. So if you're interested in it, I'll employ you to sit back to the end of this panel session. Now, our panel session, we have fine and handsome facilitators who will be taking us through their career journey, educating us on what we have to do and how we can be better or find purpose. To take us on this panel journey, I have my beautiful Toyosi and, of course, the handsome-looking Shedrack. Please, round of applause for them as they come in.
Hi guys. This energy level is very low. So how many of us from Yaba Tech Mass Communication Department just wave unto the Lord? Wave. Okay. So I don't know if you guys do this stuff here, but when I went to Mapoli, there's this song that Amakos used to sing. So I'll probably just sing it here. We used to say, Ama, 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 and all of us we shout, cause. Should we try it? Should we try it? People energy level is low. Should we try it? All right. Ama, Ama, Ama. We are still warming up. We're warming up. We're warming up. So when I say Ama, Ama, you say cause. Ama, Ama, Ama. Ama, Ama, Ama. Greatest Bobo. Ah. Greatest Bobo. Greatest Bagba. Greatest Boss. Greatest Ba. This energy it's coming up. It's coming up. It's coming up. It's coming up. Ama. So thank you guys very much for staying till this point. We appreciate you. Can you please give yourself a round of applause? We will not be here if this all is empty and there's no one here. So tell the person beside you that thank you for staying to this point. Thank you for staying to this point. Shine your teeth and tell the person, fine girl, fine boy, thank you for staying to this point. Yes, so very quickly, we'll be going to the panel section, and we have 6 panelists, but I know you guys are all wondering, who is this fine man beside me? So, Shady, can you please introduce yourself? He wants to be looking like, like the village. Hey, Uncle, the microphone. Okay.
Greatest Bobo. Greatest Bagba. Yeah, my name is Shedrack Ibiwari, and I'm your panelist host. And I'll be walking you through some of the questions in our panelists. And then, like she said, this session promises to be one of the most impactful sessions for this event. And I want to also thank you all for staying to this moment. Thank you so much. And then we all know that change that has hit the world now is growing at a rapid pace. True of us. There's the demand for our time, the demand for our energy is ever increasing. And so the idea of discovering our divine purpose is more crucial than ever before. And so that's what this panel session is about. We're about to illuminate your path so that you can shine, you can be the beaming light in your chosen industry. Are we together? So without wasting much time, we're going straight to inviting our panelists. And I want us to work together on this. So when I call them out, your hands are not busy. You give them an ovation. True or false? Are we together? Are we together? So first on our list is our business, someone to represent us in our business and entrepreneurship space. He's no other person than Mr. Bolu Okunade. Come on, put your hands together. Keep clapping, keep clapping. Mr. Bolu, keep clapping, keep clapping. Good to have you, sir. Good to have you, sir. You can sit down there. And next is the one for our media space. She's a big name. She is indeed a big name. And then if your hands are not too busy, give it up for Lady Kofo. Give it up for Lady Kofo. Keep clapping till she gets here. Lady Kofo.
I think this is the first time I'm seeing you two. I follow you online. Yeah. So keep clapping, keep clapping. And the next person we're having here is no other person than Mrs. Adebimpe Adebara Adeniyi. Put your hands together for her. Put your hands together for her till she gets here. Good to have you, Mar. Good to have you. And then this person represents the technology space. So if you got questions, we have Mr. Kehinde Ayobade. Mr. Kehinde Ayobade. And the next person is on career growth and development, and is no other person than Mr. Adewale Adesete. Did I get it? Did I get it correct? Yeah. Come on, give him a round of applause. Put your hands together for him. Give him a round of applause. And then lastly, this one is focused on leadership, governance, and politics. And if your hands are not too busy, give it up for Mr. Emmanuel Adekunle. Mr. Emmanuel Adekunle.
Look at me, dada. As my dreadlocks are longer. I know say right now.
So, like we said earlier, that every one of us is pregnant with purpose, pregnant with ambitions, goals, and every one of us is a light, right? So we are just going to give our panelists, there's no one that doesn't have a story. There's no pregnancy without pain. I'm very sure that a lot of people that have been pregnant can tell you the pain before the childbirth. So we're going to quickly let our panelists tell us their journey, walk us in 5 minutes through how they got here.
Oh, I thought it's going to be ladies after me. Greatest Gogo. Greatest Big B. Why is energy low? Come on. Do you need Nescafe? Do you need to charge your energy hub? But if you want more, you need to respond. Greatest Big B. Greatest Nigerian student. We all went to school now. Abba. All right, so my name is Adeshete Hadewale. All right, so currently I work with Nestle Nigeria PLC as the HR services manager. And to be honest, sharing my story can take me like a day or two. But like she said, we all have our stories, our passion, how we all got to this point, this program talking about God. You know, having God in all you do. So for me, the journey started as, you know, a young, mine was just 2 times. And I think the first year, I started teaching because I love imparting, you know, knowledge into people. So I started with classroom teaching, you know, in a primary school close to my area. I was earning 3,000 naira. Yes, you heard me right. I know some of you have done that before getting admission into school. Yes or no? Exactly. So I know the story. So I did that, and after a while, I got admission into Lagos State University, where I studied economics. And after the school, so during my course, you know, being a young man with passion for growth and also trying to see how you can change your world, I did a whole lot. Yesterday I was at Ibadan for a program we did at Nestle called Alliance for Youth. So this is an alliance with Nestle and some organization. We had Abeokuta, yesterday. We came in late in the evening. So these are part of the things we have been doing. So my story started from being a classroom teacher and now being in an office today where I'm doing what I love doing most. And what is that? Creating solutions to people, ensuring that people are being served, you know, creating a high level of service. And that has taken me to a lot of places today. I've worked with Frisna Campina before as their HR services manager for the close Sub-Saharan Africa. So, you know, after the university, I didn't stop at just the BSc. I ventured into doing some certification courses, and that's what I want to implore with you this afternoon. You know, don't just while away the time as an undergraduate doing nothing. You need to do some other courses you can do, some online courses, vocational courses you can do. Please, you're on Instagram. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. People are cashing out on it. But use it for something meaningful. You can do your business on that page. Not every time, you see a lot of people shaking their stuff online. You know what I'm talking about. But you need to create impact using your social media space very well. How many of you have your LinkedIn page updated? How many of you have all these things updated? So these are some of the things that can ensure that you achieve your goal and your passion. So for me, my journey has been rough and good, smooth. And at the time, we hit the hard rock, whereby, you have no choice than to think about, okay, what do we want to do at this point? Should I back off or continue? But the major thing is the drive, the zeal, the goal that will make you to achieve what you want to do. To be honest, if I continue talking to tomorrow, I think I have less than, how many minutes? Okay, thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everyone. So, like he said, everyone here probably has some extraordinary story, that everybody went from grass to grace, everybody probably suffered. And I had my fair share of what that would look like for me. So for me, going from secondary school, the bridge in between my secondary school and my university, for some reason, all my parents' money just vanished. So they became super broke. And for the first time in my life, I understood that it was possible to be poor. Like, we've never been poor in our lives, right? We're not rich either. We didn't have all the money in the world. We just had enough to take care of ourselves. But then for the first time, and they didn't have money. And like I said, I didn't realize that, it's possible for money to not be enough. All right, and I wanted to go to university that time, so I went to Covenant University. All right, and if you know Covenant University, the school fees is astronomical. All right, so a few, like I said, months before going to Covenant University, my father placed a call across to me, and he said, "Bolu, we don't have money for you to go to Covenant University." I had written JAM that time, and then he said, "What will it take for you to change your school on the university?" And your school on the JAM, what do you call that stuff? Portal. All right. And I don't know, I didn't answer him because I didn't want to go to any other school apart from Covenant University. So I didn't say anything to my father on the phone, all right, and I didn't tell anybody, but I remember I'm a very inclined person to God. So I went on a very serious fast, all right, and prayer, right? And I went on that for an extended period of time. And luckily for me, I got a scholarship that paid my entire school fees in Covenant. So I got into the university. Okay, if you want to clap, you can clap. That's amazing. But then, when you get into school, you have to eat. You have to, right? So I got into school, and I was an engineering student. And so they needed me to buy this technical drawing board, this large board. Some of you know it now. That board that they carry up and down. People that carry it know that they are suffering. That board, you go through a lot. They call it GC something, have you? TV board, right? Exactly. So I carried that. So when I got to school, in fact, I resumed school at about 9,000 naira. My neighbors gave me money when they heard that I got a scholarship. All right? And that's why it's good to share your good news sometimes. That's the money I used to resume school. And you got into school, and then they told me, I got into school 9,000. They said I needed to buy a TV board. The TV board was 15,000. And so upon my arrival in school, I was in net negative. I knew there was a problem. So I took the ties that I brought to school, because in Covenant you have to wear ties, and you have to wear shirts, and you have to wear trousers, and you have to wear shoes, and you have to wear socks, right? And useful. So if you like that, that's your business. Just, because if you don't wear those things, you're going to get punished. So I brought the ties, took some of them, and I began to go from room to room, and I began to sell ties. That was the first thing I had to do, at least to survive. So I broke even, covered my bills here and there, and then like I tell most people, it is hunger that inspired my journey into entrepreneurship. I did not get there because I wanted to change the world. No, it's hunger. I got into the place, sold a couple of things, balanced up by 200 level. I just made up my mind that I didn't want to be broke. So I went on social media, right? It's an extreme thing to do, but, well, I just did it. I went on social media. If you wanted to reach me, you could only send me an email, all right? Up to today, I don't have Instagram on my device. If you ever get an Instagram response from me, it's not me. It's that young man there. It's the culprit. So he attends all my messages. I don't attend to this thing. But I have some, business that is easy to message. It can only get Instagram messages. So I got off social media that year, 200. And I just made up my mind I wanted to be rich at a young age. And so what I did was I took out 100 books on money. that I was going to read, and I pulled it out and started reading. So I was very, those weird people. If I tell you to mention, that's how I was. I was just going everywhere with one finance book or the other. And then I made up my mind to apply. I started seeing what I call confluencing laws. Some things were repeating themselves. I read book 1, book 2, and I'm like, wait. All these things the same now? No wahala. So I began to apply. So by the time I was in 200 level, that's when I hit my first million. By the end of 200 level. That's when I hit my first million. And by the time, because my course was a 5-year course, by the time I was graduating, we had about 6 companies already fully running. Right? And I'm not saying this for self-aggrandizement. That's why I started from the grassroots, right? It wasn't magic. I took my time. I still do a lot of study today, right? In fact, I came here from a 5-hour session where I was in training, right? So I'm saying all that to get to one point. You probably have parents that don't have money. It's not their fault that they don't have money, but then it will become your fault if you don't have money because you realize that it wasn't their fault and you still chose to walk in that path of mediocrity. All right. So I think that's a good place to stop, Abby. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Like, I didn't want the story to end. I was literally enjoying it. So my name is Adebimpe Adebara. I work as an advocacy coordinator with WAVE. WAVE is West Africa Vocational Education, where we train young people on competency-based learning, such as emotional intelligence, communication skills, and all those soft skills that you need to survive on the job. So that's what I do. How did I get to where I am today? Okay. So it all started when, after secondary school, I think I was already in school. I did ND first. So I think it was after my ND, and I was just thinking to myself that, okay, so is this what life is really about? You just go to work, come back, there's nothing out of the box. So I decided that I was going to do something more. So I was just on the street of Instagram that he uninstalled. So I saw this call for, like, there's a volunteering program and all that. So I just signed up for it. And I didn't know these people. I have never met them. I just met them on Instagram and I was like, I'm going to go there. And I went for this event. So funny thing was that this lady asked us to assemble in her house, right? So when we got to her house, I was looking at her house and I was like, is this the house of the person that is running this kind of program? So that spoke to me in a way that if this person that they seem to like have nothing can be doing as much, then I have no excuse. I can also do something. So that challenged me actually. And when I got back, I sat down and I started thinking. I'm sure most of you would have been hearing the word purpose this morning and you're like, what is this purpose? Me, I don't even know if I have purpose. I think I was in that shoe and I started to think that really, what is purpose? And I think purpose is like an ambiguous word. Many people just use it and we don't really say that. And many people even waste their time on looking for what is my purpose. Whatever you are doing right now, are you doing it well? So purpose is not something that you should take your days and start searching for. The Bible says that whatever your hand finds to do, do it what? Diligently, with all your might. So don't search for purpose everywhere. Purpose will find you in the place of doing your work diligently. And this was what happened. After that event, I sat back and I thought about it. What is it that I want to make a difference about? I don't just want to be that normal person. And so I thought to myself that when I was a child, I experienced child sexual abuse. And I was like, okay, why don't I begin to tell people about this thing that it's actually existing? And that was how I started to campaign for child sexual abuse. With little or no knowledge, I started gathering resources, going to different websites, doing courses, anyone I came across. And I began interested in gender-based violence, sexual abuse, and all those things. And along the line, as I began to grow in them, I met a lot of young people doing amazing things. Young people who are creating like crazy changes in their community. And this brought me so many fellowship opportunities, meeting people, taking grants and all that. So, circle back. After I graduated, I thought about it. Do I still want to continue running this organization? Because eventually I had to I opened an NGO, registered it, did everything I was supposed to do. But I now thought to it that there is more to your purpose and passion than just opening NGO. Because NGO itself is like it's like any organization, unless you just want to be using it to do play, like anytime I wake up in the morning I just do one program. No. So I now said, okay, I think I need to go and learn from a well-established organization, and that's why I'm working where I am working now. So I am not yet there, so I'm still on my journey. I hope my story teaches you one or two things. Thank you.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kehinde Ayobade, and what I basically do is that I help my industry to look at the side of technology. So I have a background in civil engineering. I've practiced as a structural engineer for basically 3 to 4 years, and I must say I got bored of that profession because I eventually discovered that I started loving to code. I loved to write programs. I loved to create softwares. So if you observe the stories of our previous panelists, ones that have spoken, you observe that there is always a point that everyone sits down, every one of them sat down to learn, to build capacity, to broaden their minds about what they feel they are supposed to be doing. So let me just circle back to where I started, but I won't start from my university day because I never enjoyed university. It was a place for me to suffer. I really suffered in the university because my parents, I'm actually from a very humble background, and my parents were not able to fund even monthly allowance. Anytime money comes to their hands, they send 5K, they send 2K randomly. So let me start from my NYSC. I left the university with this interest to do engineering. I just wanted to draw buildings. I just wanted to design buildings for some strange reasons. And when I got to NYSC, I started learning all possible kind of softwares as it relates to my profession, which is structural engineering. I learned as many as possible because I knew that one way or the other in the future, it will be required of me to use those softwares, and I would like to be top of my game. So along the line during NYSC, after NYSC actually, God instructed me to stay back at where I served, which was Bayelsa. And there was somewhere I was working, which was my PPA during NYSC, and they laid us off because of the said contract has ended. So I actually started doing something else because I could not sit down to not do anything, and there was no job in Bayelsa. If you are in Bayelsa or if you know Bayelsa very well, the only two things you can do there, you can either be a pastor or a teacher. You get. So they are not, you won't see companies there, or you can work in the ministry, you get. Yeah, exactly, or be a militant. So I did not have a laptop, I did not have anything, so I and my friend, we resorted to hawking eggs on the road and selling snacks on the road because there was nothing to do, and I was in a strange land. I did not know anybody. So, but along the line, I was always crying to God in prayers that God, this is not what I see myself doing. This is not the future you have put inside of my heart. And I was always, because I had friends that would pray 6 hours stretch every Saturday, do vigils, do 3 days and dry fast and the likes. And we always, during those prayers, I don't pray, I used to cry. Because I was looking at my situation and I was telling God, this is not what I want to do. So one of my requests then was, God, give me a laptop. So something played out, and I got a laptop through my pastor's son. It was a laptop I was using temporarily. So I used that laptop to learn so many things. And I was looking for ways to teach corpers some of the things I learned. All those softwares that relates to architecture, engineering, and the likes. So I taught corpers, and I was making little money. So at some point, while I was getting that, I was still working anyways. So just to make sure life moves forward. So at some point when things were just playing as they were playing out, I got a call from a company in Lagos. Prior to that, everything I learned, anything I created, any building I designed, I always put it up on LinkedIn for some strange reasons. I was always posting on LinkedIn. If I draw a box today, I'll put that box on LinkedIn. If I draw a chair, I'll put it on LinkedIn. No matter how stupid what I did then, I always put it on LinkedIn. So I got a call recently, immediately after that, when I was always posting, I got a call from a company, the boss of a company in Lagos State. He was running a structural engineering firm, and he said that he heard from someone that I train on this particular software, that he would like me to train his company. A boy in Bayelsa Hawking got a call to come and train a company. That switch looks very funny, right? So when he called me, I quickly dropped the phone. I said, "Sir, can we chat?" Because I did not know what to say. So we started chatting, and he asked me how much am I going to charge. And he said, and I said, "Sir, if you can give me," I just said it, I typed it, and I threw the phone away. 1.5 million naira. I don't think I had up to 2K in my account at the time. So when I did that, the man was now begging me, sending emojis of kneeling down. The owner of a company. So I knew that there's something about knowledge. Knowledge will make kings beg you. So eventually we agreed 700K, and I said, "Sir, you need to send a deposit." Prior to that, I already started creating my own business, what they call CAC and the like. But God told me that I'm not going to work for any company. And I felt, okay, in the industry I am, if you know engineering, you have to work under someone for 4 straight years before you can be called an engineer or something. So I just knew inside of me that I'm not supposed to work for anybody. I'm going to be an entrepreneur in this business. And I knew that I was going to get so many opposition. So I registered my business, I created a business account and the likes, and that's what I sent to that company owner, that he should send a deposit. So he sent a deposit of 200,000 naira. That was the first time I ever saw 200,000 naira in my account in my life. So eventually, as time played out, I moved to Lagos State. I was always telling them that I'll go back to Bayelsa because that's where God told me to stay. I thought I was going to stay in Bayelsa for the rest of my life because of it was God's instruction. But eventually, every day, each day passed, I'm still in Lagos State. And this is 5 years now, I'm still in Lagos State. So from the time I got to Lagos back and here now, I discovered that I was losing interest for engineering. I was now building interest for technology. It was strange because I never envisioned doing tech. So I was now wondering, okay, I'm learning tech for what reason? Because I don't want to go into fintech because it's already a red ocean. It's crowded. So, and I thought, how about infusing tech in engineering? How about infusing tech in construction? How about infusing tech in architecture? Here in Nigeria. Of course, it's like classwork abroad, but it's something you can do here in Nigeria. So I started the journey of advocating for tech on my LinkedIn, trying to meet with people, youngsters, tell them that you can actually do tech for this. So, but now, I'm currently running my tech startup. I'm running a tech startup that is building technologies for architecture, for engineering, and for construction. And so far, I can say that God has been faithful. I've been able to achieve so much in my life. Thank you.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. I think these stories are really inspiring. Please give them a round of applause once again. Okay. So I really hope I'm going to match this vulnerability that I've been listening to all day. My name is the Lady Kofo. That was not what my mother and father christened me, in case you're wondering. My name is Kayode Kuforola Omolara, my third name. I'm a media personality. I do radio, TV, voiceovers, red carpets, everything, and I reinvented my brand, and now I do PR, comms, and media. So it's whatever you find me doing, it will always narrow around that part. So I did not become this person overnight that is confident, that can speak well, that can stand in front of you. Trust me, I'm a very shy person. If you know, you know. Okay, so let me tell you my story. So I think that I have been a very, very thoughtful, inquisitive person from as long as I can remember, I remember so well that, okay, my parents, I think I have to give you guys a backstory to understand this. So my parents used to stay in Yaba. I'm a Yaba babe. Like, I was going to say greatest bagba, but no. I'm not in OAU now. I went to IFE, by the way, Obafemi Awolowo University, and I studied history and international relations. So from a very, thank you, thank you, very annoying years of my life, but we thank God. I'm going to skip to that part. So from a very young age, I've always known that I wanted to do more, And thankfully, my parents exposed me to television very, very early. It was the later part of my childhood that you cannot find me watching TV, But from a very young age, I always wondered, you open or you are tuned into Oprah. I don't know if anyone, I love Oprah, by the way, and you hear how she, speaks, how she I'm like, I want to do what she does, And from that very young age, I would see young girls that their vision was to finish secondary school and get pregnant. I'm like, I don't want that for myself. I want to be able to walk into a place and own the room. I wanted, I'm the most, if I'm your friend and you're telling me something, Kofo, let's go to this classroom and do this. I'm like, let's do stadium level. Like, let's do something that will scare us, something that you'll be like, hey, am I sure I'm going to do this? It has to give you sleepless nights. If it is basic, you can't find me doing it. Even my outfits, I'm like, I need something that will be like, Tani sister, sorry. I'm very real, by the way, so I might speak a bit of Yoruba here and there. Hope you guys don't mind. Even if you mind, I'm sorry. I just wanted to be more. I wanted to do more. And that's one of the reasons why I went to OAU. It was because they said, OAU is hard. You cannot go into... I said, you know what? Because it is hard, I'm going to go there, And now I'm just wondering, why do I like to suffer? Why? I could just go to Unilag, But I went to OAU, and I think that in as much as it was one of the hardest seasons of my life, I feel like those years actually shaped my orientation to life and the things that I wanted. So you were saying something happens and then you rethink your whole decision. So I was studying history and international relations in Obafemi Awolowo University, Africa's premier university, all of those jargons. Not jargons though, but yeah. And then first semester, I had a D. I looked at myself. I say, I came from Lagos to come and have a D in Ife. I said, no, I can't do this. And then I had to sit down with myself. And I said, Kofo, what do you want to do? You don't want to be, okay, let me drag a bit of your lecturers. You know how they say that if you study history, you can do anything, you can walk anywhere. You hear that a lot, Abi? It's a lie. Don't let them bobo you. I looked at myself and I said, I don't see myself lecturing. I mean, I love to teach, but I don't see myself doing that in the long haul, I never want to feel trapped. And then I asked myself, what do you enjoy doing, Kofo? What is it that one thing that if you don't get paid for, you'll still be happy that you do it? And it was media. This is me that, my parents are not so rich, but I mean, my dad gave me this orientation that you can be anything you want to be. You can do anything you want to do. Your gender, your bank account, nothing would limit you but yourself. And then I said, I want to do media. And trust me, it has been one crazy decision to the other crazy decision, but understanding that people are actually watching you, and you don't know that they're watching you, but people are actually watching you. And you're going to come into a place or come into, a space where people would start to open your report card. They start to say, oh, I saw you this, oh, I know you do this, I know you do that. And there are shortcuts in this media space, trust me. I know a few people that will do the most to, get to some certain levels, but trust me, that is another conversation for another day, knowing that just because you are not there yet does not mean that this is all there is to your life, you know. So let me share a very personal story. I done radio in Ife. I did radio for my 4 years, like all of my stay, from my first year, second semester. You know, I had a D first semester, yeah? So second semester, I started radio. I was at Great FM, that's the radio station for OAU. Then I went to Baraki in Crown FM. I don't know who's conversant here with Ife, but yes. So I would stay back in school. My mom was she's still supportive. She would say, what are you doing in school? I'll say, mommy, I have Saturday show. Everybody in Ife was listening to me. If you don't listen to me, I'm wrong. I will post it everywhere. Everybody, all your departmental dinners, I will do it for you. Don't worry. Your red carpet, I will do it for you. Don't worry. I just wanted to be that person. I just wanted to do more, you know. And then I came to Lagos. Now this is a personal story. And I was going for an audition. I did radio in school. I came to Lagos. I transitioned into television. But when I went for my first big break, I had an accident. I was coming from Ikorodu to Anthony. That's where Rave TV is. And this was a proper accident. And then I went home to change my clothes. I did not say I'm no more going. I went home to change my clothes. My mother saw me with blood stains on my white shirt. She's like, Kofoti Pami, hey. And then she starts to call my aunties, and everybody was making a scene. I'm like, Mommy, am I worried? Egba for me. Give me a noise, I will drink it. But that audition, I will go. And that was the audition that literally changed my life, you know. I literally watched Agatha Amartha. She's my media mommy. Like, watching her do Inside Out with Agatha for so long, and now having to learn, like, it's such a privilege, you know, and that in itself was one of the reasons, or would I say one of the starting points of my media career in Lagos. Because while I was the star in Ife, I wanted more. I'm like, you know what, I cannot be local champion. I'm sorry. I want to go to Lagos. And there are so many of us that started radio in Ife but didn't come to Lagos because the competition is crazy. You tune in your radio, everybody has an accent. Hi guys, welcome to the show. You're like, kilo day, kilo share, you know? And this is you that you speak normally, you know. But then again, that shows that you will never peak as a person, as a career, as a brand. You will never peak. There's always something to learn, you know. You continually evolve yourself and be yourself. That's the one gift that you bring into the room that nobody else would bring into the room. Just be yourself. So yeah, I think I've said a lot and still said, if you have any questions, of course, I'll be glad to take it. I don't do so well with speaking about myself because I'm like, what have I done? I've tried, thank you. You know, but that shows that there's still so much that I know that I will become. I'm going to the Met Galas, darling. Whether the devil likes it or not, I'm going to go to the Met Galas, and that's on period. Okay, sorry.
All right, thank you. My name is Emmanuel Adekule Abikoye, and I'm speaking on politics, governance, leadership. Yeah, my journey just like every other person. I started out by attending leadership courses. I started way back 2010. I attended Daystar Leadership Academy. That's a church led by Pastor Sam Adeyemi along Ikusi. Yeah, so that was where I started my leadership career from. Along the line, I also happen to be a community development advocate. I'm a community person. I once was a secretary to my Community Development Association, which is a CDA, popularly known as CDA. I was a secretary from 2019 till last year, 2023, 4 years. So it's not a rosy journey anyway, because I had to drop out of school to pursue some other careers behind leadership. It was along the line, as everybody has been saying, that they were doing something and then they realized that they could do this one better. So I'm a person who can just mobilize people for a cause. Like if I want everybody here to get on a course, I think I have the skill to convince you, talk to you, get you on that course, and let us achieve something together. So I've been a leader. I've been in leadership for over 10 years, and I've also started politics. Now, as a politician, I am in the APC presently, but I started from the PDP. I was a politician with PDP from 2011 to 2017, actively. The reason why I changed, because I know I don't really have much to say about myself, I'm a politician, so the reason why I changed from PDP to it's always easy to talk about politics outside. So the reason why I defected from PDP to APC is simply because I wasn't getting a chance to do things. When you're and the opposition. Lagos is a one-party state. We all know what one-party state means. It means APC dominates everywhere, even the grassroots. So I felt like I needed to make an impact. I needed to be relevant. So I defected from the PDP to the APC. So after being in the APC, I've been able to, maneuver my way around politicians, around politicking, and community development became easier for me because you can walk to offices. You can easily go to the chairman's office and say, from so community, I'm a member of the party too, and they will give you audience. I'm only letting you know that these moves are not as easy as they are. I might be saying it now, it sounds sweet. Because I know a lot of projects that I've had before I joined this new party that it couldn't fly. It's still there. But the moment I joined the new party, I realized this is where my breakthrough is. So I stood there, and I've been an active member of that party till today. Along the line, I've gotten an appointment. I served with the past Speaker House of Representatives, Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila, as a legislative aide. I served for 4 years, and after that, I got appointed into the council as a member of the community board. So I think these are just very basic achievements for me yet, because I know I am still moving. I'm a very young person, just like all of you. I'm a boy. So, that's been my journey. I've been in leadership, I've been in community development, governance, politics. And I want to let you know that tomorrow I have a flight as 9 o'clock. I'm going for a leadership, legislative mentorship initiative program in Abuja. I was selected out of 5,000 applicants in Nigeria. They are bringing 50 people on board. So I was selected because of the things that I've done. It's evident. So if I wasn't in the political system, I don't think these things will come easy at all. You don't go to these men's office, you don't call on them, you don't submit nothing to them, and the thing is, they won't even give you audience. They don't know you. So for me to achieve excellence, like for me to be here today, I have to maneuver my way through by having this trait of leadership first, then putting it to practice in the community level. Then from the community level, I realized that to go higher, you need a touch of politics. A lot of people are scared of politics. Somebody was telling me that politics is a dirty game. I don't think it's a dirty game anyway, because politics has its own definition, but it doesn't have one definition. But I can just let you know that politics is just an act of having resources, sharing resources, who get what, when, and all of that. That's why they say family that. That can decide who goes to the most expensive school and who goes to the school in the community. So politics is everywhere. And when I was coming in, Kenny said, "Why did I dress like this?" He said he was expecting me to put on maybe Buba and Shokoto and one of these kind of caps. And I told him, I said, "Me, I'm a boy, I'm a young man. I can wear ripped jeans. I wear ripped jeans to anywhere." To let them know that, okay, I don't want to talk too much, but just a form of presenting myself. People know that dressing, a lot of things do not really matter when it comes to politics. As long as you can jump on a political team, you can make yourself relevant. We have media people, we have tech people, everybody is needed in the political space to make that change that we all desire as young Nigerians. So that's the little thing I can say about myself.
Can we put a round of applause for our panelists? Wonderful sessions, wonderful stories so far. And then also, if you have any questions, please, you can prepare them. If you have any question for any of our panelists, you can prepare them, put them in written format, and you can send them across to us. And then moving forward, I just have one question because of time, and I don't think it's all of us that will go through it.
Sorry. To quickly encourage anybody here, when I was talking about politics, the end for me to run. Also, I am aspiring to be my ward, and this cap on my head, logo. This is my logo for 2025. So you said if you decide to run, not too young to run, get in the game already. Get in the game.
That was a wonderful one. Okay, so my question is, you said something about doing something, and regardless of whether or not you provided financial gain or something, so long as you had purpose in it, you felt good about it, you felt fulfilled in it. Yes, so, and that reminded me of a book I read about from Pastor Emmanuel Iren, where he said purpose is about finding something to do, and then if you fail in doing that thing, it means every other thing fails. So is that one thing God has given you to do, that one assignment God has given you to do, that every other thing stands on? And he went further to explain that purpose is a two-way thing, where if you find something to do, it also means that you found something to die for. If you found something worth living for, you've also found something to die for. And I believe all of us represent different sectors of the economy, different walks of life. So, and also I want to assume and agree that we all have found our purpose, right? So then how do you link your purpose? And this question, I want Mr. Bolu to respond to this question. How do you link your purpose to your venture? How was it like linking this God-given assignment into your venture, what you do to make money? Yes, sir.
You say how do you link your purpose to your virtue or venture?
Venture.
Okay, so that's a masterclass on its own. However, I'll do a summary for you. I think there's a very... Excuse me, help my ministry. Thank you. Let me take that, please. Sorry. Thank you. Back to what I was saying. I think there's a very big lie that people tell you, that you should do what you're passionate about, all right? They tell you follow your passion. And when I speak in quite a number of places, I'll tell them by now you should realize that your passion no road, right? So this is what I'll say when it comes to that thing. First of all, your business, what you do to be profitable, you don't have to be passionate about it. Dangote is not passionate about cement. He doesn't wake up every morning saying, cement is what I dream of. Cement kept me up all through the night. Oh, how I love cement. It's my dream. He doesn't wake up thinking like that. Even the refinery, all right? Dangote doesn't have fuel problems. It's us that has the problems that is fixing, all right? So what I would usually tell people is, number one, you would be lucky if your passion, that's what I say in masterclass, I would usually draw a diagram. If your passion intersects with your purpose, you are lucky, all right? However, it's not every time that your passion will intersect with your purpose. And I think it's a lie we tell young people to do what you love. It's not true. You don't do what you love. You do what you do as long as you need to do it until you begin to love it. That's what you do. You don't do what you love. All right? So when people tell me, I'm not passionate about it. All right? So I tell people, if you are lucky, and many other times, what happens is, for some of you, you need to start with what you need to do. All right? It may not be what you love doing. Eventually, you then have some level of financial standing. For example, I know somebody who is passionate about children. You people didn't pay to be at this event, Abby? Did they pay? Did they give you this hall for free? This roll-up banner, did they give you for free? There are a couple of things. What you're drinking is probably not for free. However, there is somewhere that is sponsoring it, right? So what I tell people, sometimes you start with what you need to do, right? Then you have some level of stability. Then you can, for example, Elon Musk didn't start by flying into space. Are you aware? It's not that he has money, he's now less busy. There's some kind of ideas that will come to you when you have eaten, when you are very full. Some of you cannot have those ideas now. You need to eat first. All right? So that's what I tell people.
Can we put our hands together for him, celebrate him? Thank you so much. Because of time, we can't be having another one. And to wrap up, to finalize everything, we're still waiting for your questions if you have. We know everyone seated here, we represent two things to the people, to the audience. Number one, we represent the future. Some of them are we inspire them. And to some persons here, we represent the past, which is we are now working in the shoes where they've walked in before. So like to start from you, sir. What advice, what was like your advice you give to young people and on the journey of purpose?
Okay, so thank you very much. So my advice for you, especially as undergraduate or young talent, is first of all, you need to know yourself. You need to understand who you are, what's your purpose, like what we are talking about this afternoon. We are here to unlock those purposes for you to see through it. And after then, prepare yourself towards the opportunities. Because a lot of you say, I don't know what to do next. But you need to know what you want and prepare yourself. When you prepare yourself, any opportunity that comes, you can key yourself into it. But if you are not prepared and opportunity comes, you're surely going to lose it. So our advice this afternoon, or my advice towards you this afternoon, is that prepare yourself, know what you want to do, what you want to achieve, and ensure that you engage yourself fully into that line. Like you just said, you need to start what you need to do now until you love it. So start it now and ensure that you do it to the point to get the best of it. I think that will be my advice for you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Volume, your final words. The last person. Okay, final words. Yeah. Good. Okay. Mr. Adingo, just give us the last one. Yes.
Okay, so I'll just say that for everyone here, we are all people of value. No matter how you want to think about yourself, there is a value inside of you that you can use to like change other people's life. Maybe you don't know it yet, but it's right inside of you. So what you need to do is to keep listening to words that inspire you. Like all these stories that you've heard today, I'm sure that something would have jumped on you to say, oh, I think I can see myself in this person. And this would also like kind of direct you to where you want to go to. So basically, you can also try as much as possible to volunteer. Don't be tired of learning. Now that we even have resources online, you can just go online and search for whatever resources. Don't just be saying, I don't think I have anything to offer. Quit the excuse, and because you are actually a person of value. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Can we give them a round of applause? And without any question, the absence of any question, can we celebrate our panelists so far for all the answers? And then I want us to take a picture together. Can we be upstanding? Yeah. Yes. Keep clapping for us. Keep clapping for us.
Thank you very much, our panelists. Please put your hands for our panelists. What an insightful time, my friend. What an insightful time we've had so far. Thank you very much. Thank you so much, DJ. Thank you, DJ. Blessings. Thank you. We're gradually approaching the conclusion of the conference, but have you had a great time so far? If you know you've learned a lot, I want to see you put your hands together for every session that has been impactful from start to this very moment. It's not been easy. A wealth of knowledge has been poured on us. I want to say thank you to every speaker, every panelist, every person, and particularly let's say thank you to Esther. Let's say thank you, Esther, for putting such a program like this. Please put your hands together again for Esther. Thank you so much, the convener of this conference. Okay, so there's a special package for us, and I'll allow my co-hosts do justice to that announcement. Glory.
The word is helpmate, not co-host. Please.
I forget, I'm sorry.
Okay.
My Eve, I'm the Adam, she's my Eve.
No, not Eve. Please.
Even
Helpmate,
though Eve.
Not Eve. I don't have apple. Okay, so very quickly, before we started the panel session, one of our sponsors thought it wise to give 2 people free scholarships. And upon meeting him, and because he loves young talents, he has extended the numbers. But there is a condition. Calm down. Nothing is free. Even in Freetown, it's not free. So what you have to do is follow him on Instagram at Martin Keseni. So I'll spell it. Sorry. MARTIN space KESSENE on IG. So I'll say it again. MARTIN, then your space. KESSENE. Now, when you follow him, send him a DM. Tell him why you want to do graphic design and why you think you deserve the scholarship. He's going to pick the first 5 persons who impresses him a lot. So that's that. So thank you very much. Artboard Creatives. So very quickly, we're about to go. Me, I'm tired, but I don't want to go, but we have to go.
I'm not tired. I love seeing your faces, actually. No, it's like they've not
I
giving me
won't
food.
lie, you. I'm not eating.
I don't like your face. They've not giving me food. That's what I'm
So
saying.
I'm tired. I won't lie. But it's been an exciting session altogether. So we're having our breakout session. We know when we registered for the event, we had some things that we said we want to do. Some of us said media. Some of us said business. Some of us said entertainment. So very quickly, I'll be calling on our facilitators to just wave their hands. I'll have like a breakout / a networking session for like 10-15 minutes, 10 minutes, where we'll get to interact with them, then for further discussions. Now, the idea of breakout session is not for you to tell them all your career problem now. It is interact with them, get their contacts, get their social media handles, so that you can further ask questions on your own. That's how networking works. It is not for just this event. It's not after this event. I went there, I saw Kofo. What do you do after you saw Kofo? That is how you actually build up yourself in an event. So please, I'll call you, just wave up your hands. If I cannot pronounce the name very well, don't mind me. I'm not a Yoruba girl. I'm a Kaibu. So we have Moyo Williams. She's into media and PR. Please, ma, let's see you. Clap for her now. So anything media related, PR related, in a short time, you meet her. Don't bother with questions. So we have Oluwatosi Tanko, career growth and development. We have Akonde Emmanuel, business and entrepreneurship. Yeah, come and meet me because that's my field. I'll come. Then we have Afolabi Victor, arts and entertainment. It's looking like them. You see, that's how they used to do. Then we have, of course, our sponsor, one of our sponsors, Martin Kenese. Please pronounce technology. Then we have Oluwa Emimimo Abi. She's into financial intelligence. So let's network, 5-10 minutes, get to meet them, get their contact. Don't bother them with questions. Get their contact, meet them, have a familiar face, and thank you very much.
Okay, quickly, please. Before we go further, another offer has come up, and I think we should be very grateful for this platform because we're getting offers that we pay heavily for. So one of our panelists, Mr. Bolo Kunade, has offered to hold 1 hour, right? A free class or a free session for anyone who is interested in entrepreneurship. I think I'll call him briefly to speak on the offer so that you all can be aware of what you are very eligible for, courtesy of your participation to this conference. Please put your hands together for Mr. Bolu. Thank you.
Hello everyone, how are you doing? Good evening. Good evening. What's that thing you say? Something bass. Eh? What? There's a way you used to greet them. It's not me. It's not you. Anyways, so I apologize. I was to have a session with you guys today. However, we're stuck in traffic and we had another 5-hour session at Ikeja, right? So I'm going to compensate you, right? I'm going to have, a 1 to 2 hour session online for anybody that's interested. You won't pay for it. I'll sit down with you and I'll have a full training session with you. And I'll also answer all your questions that you may have around purpose, business, and entrepreneurship. How many of you are excited about that? That when you pay for one session, you know that. Right? So it's a free session, don't worry, you don't have to pay for anything. If it's something you're interested in, please, the time is 4 p.m. Between 4 and 4:30, just send me a message on Instagram and somebody will respond to you and give you a link to help you. Between 4, and I'm saying that so it's only going to be the people in this hall, all right? Between 4 and 4. My Instagram name is Bolu Okunade, Okunade. Just send me a message. Somebody will reply you with some sort of registration link and get you into the class. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you very much, sir.
So for the breakout session, please, the participants will just have to spread themselves. So we have, over here we have Akonde Emmanuel for business and entrepreneurship. Over there we have Mr. Martins for technology. I think Samoyo, maybe you can just go up a bit.
Okay, yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I think 1, 2, 3, 4 at the 4th row.
Yes.
So let's have people with Moyo Williams on the fourth row, people interested in media and entertainment. At the fourth row there with Moyo, this beautiful lady on the red jacket. Yeah. Okay, media voiceover. Permit me, forgive my misconception. Yeah, media and voiceover. Moyo that you see standing there with the red jacket over there, and
So for Mr. Martins, tech, anything tech related, graphic design, product design, everything tech related, Mr. Then for entertainment and arts, Mr. Victor is over here. He's over here. Then for finance intelligence, Sister Oluwa Wemimo is here. Finance intelligence. Over there we have Mr. Akonde Emmanuel, entrepreneur. You want to do business. Don't just do Arike pre-order. You might know how to do business. Not Arike pre-order kind of business. So meet Mr. Emmanuel.
hope we get the description clearly, please. Let's not mix it
Then
up.
for Oluwatosin, she's just here. Very simple looking. Career growth and development.
Okay, career growth and development. Oluwatosin, right? Yeah, you can be here, ma'am.
Entertainment.
So career growth.
Want to dance. Want
Yeah.
to sing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, you have someone who looks very entertaining.
It looks like them.
It looks exactly like them. So
Yeah.
for entertainment, please find your way here, where we just had the breakout session. If you're interested in entertainment in general, please make your way to this place. Thank you very much. Please, we have 10 minutes for this. Utilize your time. We have 10 minutes for this. Please, let's do this.
Order anything when you want, girl, it's alright. Splash from Crocaye, and then see on that way. My order low, my yeah. I'll splash you on my bed.
Career growth and development. You want to develop yourself, your career. You want to grow.
Swear I don't know what we're doing here.
Yeah, bye now. Financial intelligence. Fine. This is him there. Financial intelligence is here. You want to know how to spend wisely. Come and learn how to spend wisely. How to invest your money. Don't just make money without having a plan. Entrepreneurship. So we have, what do you want to do, please? Okay, so we have tech. So this is entrepreneurship and business. You want to know your business is there. This is for arts and entertainment. This is for career development. Yes, business. Career development and growth. That is for financial intelligence. Over there is PRO and media. Over there is technology. So what? You can have that. Once again, I'll be calling out the breakout sessions and their stands. By the door to my left, we have technology, anything technology. At my back, we have arts and entertainment. At my right hand side, we have business development. Then we have media and PR. We have career growth and development. We have business development.
Please, do we have anyone interested in business? One more time, we are asking, is there anyone interested in business, or did anyone indicate their interest for business? This is where they are meeting. Okay. I take that as a no.